You Got This, Sis. Okay, so in You Got This, Sis, we're here to motivate women and inspire you. We're all sisters here. We're here to be that little pick-me-up at the end of the day that you need to remind you that, hey, there's something positive going on in this world. You know, you can go for it. You can be who you want to be. You know, you can conquer the world. So what exactly does it mean to be an empowered and inspiring woman? Right? What it means to be an inspiring woman is you have the ability to take the bull by the horns. You go for your goals. You let nothing stop you. You may cry today, but tomorrow you're back at it again, trying to fight the obstacle, getting to the top. Every woman in the world can cope with every problem on their own, right? Women, we're strong, we're brave, we can handle it. But sometimes we forget how powerful we really are as women. We go out, we are the bosses, we are the mothers, we are the wives, we are the girlfriends, we're the sisters, we're the ones that are holding down the fort, when all goes wrong. When a baby boy gets injured or something's wrong, the first person he runs to is his mommy. Why? Because mommy can kiss it and make it better. Not that dads aren't relevant, but as women, we have this nurturing side that tends to soothe all things and make it better. So people in your life will gravitate towards that. So moving on to being an empowered woman. So it may be difficult for you. What exactly is an empowered woman? An empowered woman is somebody who doesn't sit around and wait for others to fix her problems. She's not necessarily the damsel in distress. She's a go-getter. And even if she has problems, let's say she suffers with procrastination or some other issue, she doesn't let that stop her from loving herself and from pursuing her goals. Right? So let's cover the 17 traits of a empowered woman. Feel free to leave us a voice message if you can relate to any one of these and what are your thoughts on the topic. She loves herself, right? So first and foremost, an empowered woman loves herself unconditionally. She's aware of her strengths and weaknesses, but she sees the big picture and she likes what she sees. She has that confidence, that je ne sais quoi, that allows her to walk into a room and command energy just based on her presence. She doesn't have to say a word. If she realizes that she doesn't really like something about herself, she works to correct what is wrong and learns how to accept things she cannot change. Empowered women are the queens of self-awareness and of making change in your life. They're the ones that move on and move up. They are not sitting behind to wait for something to happen. They're making it happen. Right? Point 2, she is comfortable in her own body. As empowered women, we understand that our bodies are not perfect, but we like it anyway. So what if we have a little cellulite? So what if we have a little log pouch? Or you may call it love handles or punch or whatever it is. Your face may be too long. Your eyebrows may be too thin. Anything that you do not like, you have the ability to fix it. You don't like your belly? You can always go to the gym. You don't like your style? You can research styles that make you feel confident and, like that woman, that girl. Right? So an empowered woman, she tries to highlight the best parts of her body when she can, but she's not ashamed of her physical flaws. She's not afraid of showing them and embracing them as a part of who she is. Point 3, she takes care of her body. Right? She takes care of her body health-wise, inside and out, and she does it for herself, not for others. She exercises and she goes to the salon because these activities make her feel taken care of. They make her feel good. They promote self-care. Because I know for a fact when I go to the nail salon and I come out with a fresh set of nails and a mani and a pedi and a massage, I feel so womanly, if that's the word, and I feel so girly, and myself feels pampered, like really, really pampered, right? And these are in line with self-love. You have to learn to love yourself, ladies. Number 4, she's authentic. An empowered woman is herself in any situation, whether she is soft-spoken or loud or bold or reserved. She is herself. She can adapt to different people and find her place in a conversation, which shows different sides of her personality. But she never, ever pretends to be someone else to please others. No, my loves. That's not the way to go. Number 5, she trusts her intuition, right? As women, a lot of us, we don't trust our gut. We don't believe that our gut is right. But as women, we have that powerful feeling that lets us know that something's going on. An empowered woman understands the value of intuition and uses it to understand situations and make choices. She embraces this and nurtures it. She also uses it to help the people she loves. Right? So like a mother would warn her son not to do this or not to that out of a place of love. Not because she's demanding or she wants to control his life, but from a place of love. Number 6, she shows confidence. Right? She's the type of girl, bada bing, bada boom. She's, from the way she talks, to the way she dresses, to the way she speaks, she's confident. If she's unsure about something that she's doing or saying, she will own her doubts and she will ask and try to handle the situation with grace. Right? Number 7, she knows her worth. As empowered women, we have to understand our value. Right? And we have to go after what we deserve as women. Right? If she gets offered something that does not fit her worth, she does not like it, she politely rejects it, not nastily. Right? She will reject it because that does not fit the persona of who she is. She doesn't want to be content or settling. She wants to be happy. Right? Number 8, she values her passions. As an empowered woman, we have passions. Me personally, I am passionate about food and movies and music and my self-care routine And that just keeps me balanced and centered, and I'm very happy after engaging in these things. Right? So as an empowered woman, you want to work towards having hobbies and passions that make you happy. Not your mom, not your dad, not your boyfriend. You happy. So if it's painting or if it's riding your bike, engage in hobbies that make you happy. Right? A lot of empowered women also make their passion their work. So they're happy to jump out of bed in the morning and go to work because she loves it. Right? So if she has a job that's not fulfilling her, a lot of empowered women won't necessarily be happy, and they will try to do something on the side to fulfill that passion outside of work. Right? But passion is key. Passion brings out a glow in you that you would be hard to find outside of yourself. Right? Number 9, she makes her own rules. As I said, she marches to the beat of her own drum. Right? She's not affected by the pressure of society. She knows who she is and she owns it. She takes decisions based on her values and her beliefs and her morals. She does what makes her happy, disregarding judgment coming from other people, such as, oh, you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too gay, you're too straight, you're too this, you're too that. No, she owns who she is. And she rides off into the sunset with it. Okay? Point 10, she is brave in her choices. Right? An empowered woman is brave. Right? She may have a lot of fear inside her, but at the end of the day, she is kicking ass and she's stepping up and she's taking any risk that she needs to, because she understands that risks are necessary to finding professional and emotional fulfillment. Let me repeat that. Risks are necessary because she understands that risks are necessary to find professional and emotional fulfillment. How will you be fulfilled if you never ever take a risk? You don't know what you like because you've never taken the risk to step outside of your comfort zone to find what makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled, to date a man outside of your standards. You want somebody who is 6'5", but what if the guy of your dreams is 5'9" or 6"? Do you close the door on a guy who could make you happy and worships the ground that you walk on? She accepts her fears and faces them without letting them dictate her actions. It takes a lot to be brave and it takes a lot to step up, but we as empowered women, we embrace it. It's like jumping off a cliff. There's nothing at the bottom to catch you. You build a parachute on the way down. It's kind of like that. Okay, so point 11, she spends time alone. So an empowered woman is not afraid of spending time alone, and she doesn't just date anybody just because she feels lonely. Right? This is a woman with standards, and she will not settle down and give up her fulfilled life for you unless you bring something to the table. She says no when she feels it's the right answer and she means it, and she doesn't change her mind just because someone is begging her to settle down. She likes her time alone. So she'd rather stay single than be with a man that she doesn't like at all and just to pass the time because she's bored. Which brings me into the other point, number 12. She says no and means it. Right? So an empowered woman is not always going to say yes just because everybody else wants her to. She's not here to make everyone else happy. She says no when she feels it's the right answer from deep inside and she means it. So she's not going to say no just because you ask her. No, she's going to say yes if she does because it feels right. Right? Point 13, she's vulnerable. Right? So an empowered woman is not afraid to cry and show her emotions and be vulnerable and transparent. Right? She understands that vulnerability is important to creating meaningful relationships and connect with people more deeply. Right? You have to show your heart in order to reach others. It's as simple as that. From my heart to yours, I am happy to be a part of this platform, to be reaching all my sisters out there, because we're all sisters. She is happy to show her feelings and emotions to the people she loves. So when she's happy, it's a deep, genuine happy from the depths of her toes and the depths of her heart. She's happy. Right? If she's sad, she lets it all out and she cries and she moves on, and that's it. Right? Point 14, she fails and she learns. So as an empowered woman, we don't get deep depressed after a failure. We have the tendency to know that failure happens, and then you go back to the drawing board and you cry and you re-strategize and you go at it again and you try to make it work. Right? So as an empowered woman, you have to understand that failure is a stepping stone to success. You can always learn something from failure and use the lessons in future endeavors. Just like Sarah Blakely, the youngest self-made billionaire on the Forbes list. Her dad used to ask her, what did you fail at today? And if she couldn't answer, he would be very disappointed. Because fail foster growth. Failure fosters growth. You cannot grow if you cannot fail. Right? 15, she chooses empowering relationships. You have to choose people that build you up, that make you feel better about yourself. People that are willing to support you, to push you, who are positive, who are not toxic. Right? People who value you and support you. Right? You cannot let anybody bring you down. So stay away from negative people. Always complaining, always broke, always want this, always want that. Right? So an empowered woman values her friends and her partner, and she is always there for them when they need her. All right? So 16, she takes a stand. An empowered woman speaks if she sees negative behavior or an injustice. She doesn't hide in front of a conflict. She takes a stand to defend the rights of others. And she's not afraid of speaking her truth regardless of what happens. Right? So she will go out there and fight for a cause, for you, for her brother, her partner, her sister, other people. A lot of empowered women are activists where they fight religiously for a cause. Right? They're marching out there and they're active and they have this passion and they have this drive. Right? And I'm sure we can all think of a lot of examples of empowered women. Right? Maya Angelou. There are quite a few out there. Quite a few of empowered women. When you see them, you just have to, wow. Quite a few are out there, ladies. Look to them for examples. And number 17, she empowers other women. Woo! This is a big one for me, right? Other women need empowerment too. Empowered women don't tear down their sisters or their friends. They're supportive, they're loving, they're kind, they push you. right? So empowered woman, she supports other women and she celebrates their successes as her own. She makes sure that other women fight for their rights in the workplace and their relationships, right? She will support them. She will be there. If you have a girlfriend like this who supports you and she empowers you and she's always positive and pushing you, yeah, you need to get that girl a glass of wine and give her a hug and say thank you for supporting me, because we all know about frenemies, right? Leave me a voice message and tell me about the frenemies in your life. I'd love to hear that story. So for now, ladies, this is where I wrap up, and let me know if you've enjoyed it, and see you on the next episode.